I'll let you know if I notice anything from our first service. Probably not.
I talked with Donnie, the service manager. Scott is the master tech that has worked on my bike. It took about a half an hour out of their day to tell me about how the service went and what specifically they looked at on my bike. This was the first motorcycle of the Pan America that the whole dealership has done the 1,000-mile service on.
Welcome to Motos, Cades, and Coffee.
Hey, good morning guys. It's Andy from Motos, Cades, and Coffee. Today I got about 1,000 miles on my Harley Davidson Pan America, and I'm got my first service on it. I bought the motorcycle from Rommel Harley Davidson in Annapolis. Big kudos, big thumbs up to them. They're really cool, but they couldn't get the service in at 1,000 miles, so I had to take it to Baltimore, Harley Davidson of Baltimore. So I'm gonna go up there and pick it up and talk to the technicians about what was involved, what they found. I had no issues. A couple minor fit and finish things which we'll talk about, and then we'll go pick up the bike. I got a couple other things. I got a radiator protector for the motorcycle. It wasn't available Harley Davidson. I got one, an aftermarket one. It doesn't have a Harley Davidson logo, so I might install that today. So we're gonna go for a ride and go pick up that motorcycle and give my thoughts on the service, and we'll get it checked out. So let's go. All right guys, I made it to the dealer, Harley Davidson of Baltimore. I actually see my motorcycle right there. I haven't really go talk to anyone yet, but I'm gonna go talk to the service manager, Gordon, and also the technician that worked on my motorcycle. So let's go check it out and see what they did, and we'll go do that. All right, to be honest, it really isn't fair going to the dealership without actually going to the front door. So we're gonna head on in to Harley Davidson of Baltimore. All right, we'll go talk with Gordon here. See if he can tell us all about my motorcycle that I'm picking up. Hey, doing? All right, they gotta take me back to look at the shop. Walking through there, they said I gotta take a look at a Pan America on a lift, and we can talk about what was involved with my bike. So pretty cool, pretty cool. All right. Oh wow. Here we go. Here we go. All right guys, so I talked with Donnie, the service manager, and Scott is the master tech that has worked on my bike. They're a little camera shy, so I talked to them. They took about a half an hour out of their day to tell me about how the service went and what specifically they looked at on my bike and how long it took. He told me that the book time was about an hour and a half or 2 hours, 2.5 hours, but this was the first motorcycle of the Pan America that the whole dealership has done the 1,000-mile service on. So it took a really good amount of time, 4.5 hours, just to go over the bike, do everything very slow and methodical to go over everything. So let me tell you what he said, and really appreciated his time, and we'll go over the bike here and about what he said. So he showed me, first thing, this was really cool. He showed me how to get to the air filter and the oil and everything like that. I just wanted to show you, this is what the air filter looks like in the air box. And it's really cool that it goes in this way. It's kind of opposite most of the air filters I've seen. They usually, the intake's on this side, but it's the other way around. And then it's the offset intakes right here. It's really cool of the sealed air box. That was just kind of interesting to see. And there's the checklist of everything they did. What Scott said is, you know, really 1,000 miles, you're not really expecting major items to come up. You really just want to get that oil and lubrication exchanged out, as well as just look over everything, true the spokes, make sure they're tightened, and just go over all the basic items. So that's exactly what he did. He did not notice anything out of the ordinary with my motorcycle that would shout, you know, issues. So that was really good. He did fix a couple of those minor gripes, which I'll talk about on mine. And they updated the software, even though they just make sure that the latest software is in there. So really quickly, the few gripes I had was, this was a little cockeyed. This is a USB charging port. It was a little cockeyed. It is tightened and better, and this is where you update the software from. I had some tape that was hanging down here. They fixed that a little better. I think that's the only major gripes I had. Looked at everything. Like I said, did the wheels, checked the spokes, the torque on them. You have to take the plate out to get to the oil filter, skid plate out to get to the oil filter, and tank to get to the air filter, seat to look for the battery. So they did all that. Everything checked out pretty good. I'm not going to go the other way. And again, because I have risers on here, I put 2-inch risers. They rotated these hand grips to make them a little more straightforward when I ride. And there's one pin he talked about, or one screw right here, that will help you rotate. So there's a learning curve for me and them as well. There's the Rocks risers. I'll put a link to a video about how to install those Rocks risers. So overall, pretty happy. They're very cool to take the time to talk about what a first service is about and what they found on the Pan America, which no surprises. Again, very happy. I'll thank Harley Davidson of Baltimore and Scott and Donnie for helping me out. All right, I'm heading home. I got to race the rain. Oh boy, I don't know if I'll make it, so I got to get gas too. So let's get out of here. Again, a big kudos to Harley Davidson of Baltimore.
All right, guys, I'm leaving Harley Davidson of Baltimore. I think I will need to adjust the hand controls a little bit more. I think they're rotated a little too far down, but now I know how to do them. And I need gas, but the controls feel good. And I'll give you my thoughts on the service here. Now that I'm out of the dealership. Again, very, very cool, very professional that they helped out, talking to me about it. Really happy about that. So I might get a chance to actually try rain mode out, because it looks like it's gonna rain. I'll let you know if I notice anything from my first service. Probably not. 210 miles. Controls feel good. Everything sounds good. I don't notice any differences. Yeah, so let's go fill up with gas, and we'll tell you what else I think about it. I got 4.745 gallons divided by 209 point something miles was about 44 miles and change a gallon. So 44 miles a gallon is about what I'm averaging, and that's what I've seen to average so far. So it's theoretical about 250, 260 mile an hour. Sorry, 250, 260 mile range. Seems pretty good. Seems like I like it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to adjust these bars. They need to turn signals and stuff. It needs to be right around here, and it's down here. So we'll adjust them a little bit. I think I'm heading into the rain here. All right, well, I'm gonna put the video on pause. Well, we'll talk a little bit. So yeah, no strange noises, no strange anything. There was one rubber grommet in the kickstand that was missing, and they don't know if that was from the factory or if it fell out, but that was the only unusual thing I saw, was a rubber grommet to keep the kickstand from wiggling up and down. So they put one in. Let's see. Everything else checked out really good. The technician was Scott. He's like, hey, listen, as much as I know about this, and I've taken the training for the Pan America, you guys, us riders, get a lot more time on it. You have thousands of miles on there, you know, and I'm only here for brief rides, inspections and service rides, and just working on them. So he says we're learning all together. We learn some aspects of it, he learns others. Very interesting. He's like, listen, I don't, when I take an inspection ride, I don't change any of the settings. If it's in street mode, I keep it in street mode. If it's in race mode or sport mode, I keep it in sport mode. So that's really cool. Yeah, I'm definitely worried about the weather here. And I forgot my riding gloves. Kind of whoops, but that's okay. If I get wet, maybe I don't want my gloves. I'll just keep my hands like this. But I do miss having my gloves. So this bike feels really, really good. The handlebar position is very nice with the 2-inch risers. and there's really no funny noises, no questions. $350 to $380 is about what you're going to expect. You don't have to do the valves on this, hydraulic valves, so that's good. And yeah, really happy so far. Harley Davidson of Baltimore, again, thank you for getting me in. And I think that is going to do it for me. So enjoy your Pan America, enjoy whatever motorcycle you ride, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next episode.